Hey guys, I was getting ready to say good morning, but it's afternoon. Today is September 14th, which means it's game day once again. This is Phil Owens, the OU Road Warrior, coming to you again live. Or not live, but recorded. But, I'm live now when I'm talking. Today is game day against Tulane. Tulane has the greatest mascot in all of sports, the anthropomorphic pissed off Wave. And the last time we played them, the Wave was painted on the field because we were supposed to play them in New Orleans and there was a hurricane and they moved the game up here. So since it was their home game, we painted the Wave on the field, which was pretty cool because I like the Wave. But today, regardless of how much we like their mascot, we need to not play like crap on offense and try to get some things together before the big boys come to town next week when Tennessee shows up, and Josh Heupel will definitely be looking to put a boot in our ass if he can. So we need to be in position to maybe not let that happen. But today it's Tulane. We're going to have some Mexican food here for lunch and then headed to the stadium. And so we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Looks pretty good.
Straight up the escalator.
Oh, the tailgate. I didn't even need to do it for a new season. I had to.
Oh, excuse me. All right, folks, so we're back here at Memorial Stadium in Owen Field. It's 33 minutes to kick off of the Tulane game. Early games today, interesting. I think that Mike Norvell at Florida State might not make it out of September after going 13-0 last season. And half of his team opted out for the bowl game. They got driven by Georgia, started out 0-2 and getting ready to be 0-3. You know, things have been not the greatest here, but could be worse. Could be a Florida State fan. So, other than that, OSU's killing Tulsa, Missouri, and Boston College. Boston College jumped out on Missouri. Now Missouri's up 10 at home, so I think that probably is going to take care of itself, which is fine. Tulane is here, going all powder blue with the Angry Wave on the helmet. It's a good look. Of course, I'm a big fan of the Angry Wave anyway. That's the finest anthropomorphic mascot in the country. But that's about all I got right now. We're going to see if I enjoyed watching the Kansas teams play last night. Seeing Barry Odom from Oklahoma coaching UNLV and going into Kansas, or not into Kansas, but into the soccer stadium in Kansas City, where they played this game and get the win last night over Kansas. And then K-State drove Arizona, which, again, not a surprise. Weird deal. It's not a conference game, though. It was a pre-scheduled game, so that was a non-conference game, just like Baylor and Utah last week was a non-conference game. So, but in any event, Alabama killing Wisconsin by 32. Looks like Florida State has scored now, but they're still down 20-12. 9:54 left in the fourth quarter to Memphis at home. So that's about what I got right now. And we'll talk to you probably at halftime. So we're back here at halftime, and I think Sooner Nation is feeling a lot better at halftime today than they did at the end of the game last week. Couldn't have really asked for much better other than two things. Letting Tulane score there at the end of the half, and the penalty that cost us a field goal from 50 yards out. That was a stupid delay game. That's probably on the coaches more than the players, but cost us 3 points, so that's not very good. But we needed a get-right game before Tennessee came to town, and so far we've gotten it. Offense looked much better. Running game looked much better. Taylor Tatum looked great running the ball. I think he's going to see a lot more snaps after the way he played in the first half. Jackson Arnold, I think, has run for 75 yards, including that long run on a brilliantly executed keeper where he went around the left side there, leading to the third touchdown. But overall, pretty pleased. The angst that was present all evening last week is gone. We'll see how the second half goes here, but looking pretty good, feeling pretty good so far. Tulane is a lot better ball club than either of the teams we've played so far, and the fact that we're playing this way against them is very encouraging. We converted five third downs in the first quarter. That is as many third downs as we converted in the prior 2 games combined. So even just that stat tells me that things have improved dramatically. 15 first downs in the first half, and we only had 15 all game last week. So overall, feeling pretty good about things, and we'll see how the second half goes. It's not horribly steamy. I guess it's probably about 90. If it was more humid, it would be more insufferable. It is a little steamy, but it's not too bad. I've certainly seen worse. So, but we're going to sign off here, and we'll see what happens in the second half. We'll be back after the game. Well, that was an interesting second half. A lot of the optimism at halftime kind of dissolved there in the third quarter and the first half of the fourth quarter, but really pleased with the way we closed it out. R. Mason Thomas, that young man took this game over late in the fourth quarter, a couple of sacks, caused and recovered a fumble, made a couple of turnovers there. Just really was pleased with the way we played at the last half of the fourth quarter. Rest of the second half up to then, that's still too inconsistent. Offensive line had played well in the first half, really trailed off there in the third and fourth quarters, but I'm proud of the way that they pulled it together late in the game and took control of the game and took it away from them. The game got annoying. I don't judge games. I don't get upset or anything. I just get annoyed. And this game got to the annoying point, and we managed to fix that, so that was good. I would just like, we played 3 games, and in 2 of them the other team has had the ball in the fourth quarter with a chance to take the lead, and that we can't have. We definitely don't need to have that next week. I don't know what's going to happen with Tennessee. Looking forward to it. I suspect, given everything around it, that we may see College Game Day here. Would not surprise me in the slightest. 2 undefeated teams. I guess Tennessee's still undefeated. I don't know who they're playing today, but I don't know if they've even played yet. But whoever they're playing, I'm sure they'll win. 2 undefeated teams. Hypo coming back here, our first SEC game on ABC primetime. It really sets up as an ideal setup for College Game Day. So I would think that they'll probably be here. Kind of surprised if they won't be. I don't know what other games are next week, but I don't know that there's one any bigger with any more storylines than that one. So. But regardless, 34-19, we pull it out, and moving on to conference play. First SEC game next week against Tennessee, and Josh Heupel comes to town. And given the fact that he got fired from here, I'm sure he would love nothing more than to put a boot in our ass, and I'm sure he will try to do that. And that's understandable. That's his job, and he's upset that he got canned from here, but. All things being equal, I'm not sure it wasn't the best thing that could have happened to him career-wise. He doesn't get fired, then I'm not sure he's the head coach at Tennessee now, and maybe wasn't the head coach at UCF before that. But and of course, I don't know if you guys know, but he ended up with the Tennessee job because the AD from UCF who hired him there went to Tennessee and then hired him at Tennessee. And that's not to say he didn't deserve the job or anything else, and he's done a good job there. But he was hired by somebody who he'd already worked for. So, but in any event. 34-19 is the final.
I don't know what the spread was. I think we were pretty close to it, but a win's a win. Feel better about it than I did last week for sure. Still a lot to work on, but the real test comes next week, and we'll see where we're really at. So if we can improve as much between this week and next week as we did from last week from this week, we might be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Should be interesting. Should be fun. We might win. We might lose. We might get our butts kicked. I have no idea, but I'll be here for it. I think that'll be game 422 in a row. So we'll see you next Saturday night with Tennessee in town, and Boomer Sooner.